Hi, what is up guys? Little Noches here. So, did say I was going to make a tips and tricks video on how to play Foxhunt. It's pretty easy. It's almost like every multiplayer, shoot, kill, do the thing to win. And the basics of Foxhunt is there's two game modes. There's one where you capture an area and you need to hold that area to be able to move on to the next phase. The way the game works is that there's phases that move subsequently and slowly eliminate players that don't make it certain requirements. Now, what are those requirements? Like I said, one is a capture point. So let's say, for example, you were doing the capture point game mode. The capture point game mode, there will be spread out areas where there's a capture point where you can shoot a duck and it will activate an area in which you need to hold to be able to move on to the next phase. Multiple people and teams can be in that confirmation area, and that can become a problem when people try to push you and push you out, or you try to push them out to be able to take that area safely. Some people will hide because there's stealth camo that's used in this game. For example, this. If you're not paying attention, you won't be able to notice this. So you need to always be on your toes, looking around. Now, the second game mode that you'd be playing around with, they're called geckos that you need to collect. You collect one and you hold it to the end of the phase to be able to move on to the next phase. So something I noticed a lot of people don't do is pay attention to rations. Rations are what fill up your little stamina meter on the bar below the main big white bar. It's segmented into four. You have four segments of stamina, and the way you refill those is, for example, collecting a ration, eating it up, and there you go. You got some more stamina. Oh, let me see if I can find something. There's usually something. There it is. You'll see stuff like this. It will glow in your naked vision. You can capture it. It will instantly refill your stamina, but also give you another health segment, or sorry, stamina segment. So it's always good to make sure you have full stamina when you're moving around, so you can do the most amount of movement to keep yourself out of the line of fire of enemies. Alright, next we're going to be talking about the different types of weapon types, specifically damage types, because there's pretty much two main types, which is damage and stamina damage. So stamina damage happens when, for example, you get shot with a tranquilizer pistol. It won't kill you, but you'll be downed and you'll be on the ground until your stamina refills back up from being asleep. And a lot of times people will put you to sleep and then just knife at you to kill you. So that's another reason why you would want to always stay in movement, so you don't get stunned like that by the tranquilizer rounds. And then the main type of damage that a lot of people do is just, gunfire damage. The main thing to know is that there are four different types of weapon values. There's basic, common, or uncommon, sorry, rare, which gives you a snazzy scope. Pretty sure this is legendary, if I remember correctly. Or, I guess 4-star. It gives you less recoil dispersion. Legendary, which gives you a big scope, very close, and you're able to control your recoil after. Now, the only gun I know that drops always at legendary will be this one, the RGL Isando, or Isando RGL. It's the grenade launcher from Metal Gear Solid 5, if you guys played that. A lot of these weapon types are pulled from Metal Gear Solid 5 because it's kind of in the era of Metal Gear Solid 3. Not really. I mean, Metal Gear Solid 5 is technically set 20 years ahead of time, but we're not going to get into the whole timeline. But besides that, we also got all these other cool weapons, which I can go over in a future video if you guys want me to, but I just giving you some simple tips and tricks here to, you know, pay attention to. Another great thing is this game comes with a buttload of items to help you survive longer in the field. For example, you got your light armor, heavy armor, pretty much takes away part of the damage that you take while being hit. I am not sure if it covers head damage too. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't say it does, but so I'm assuming it does not. Then we have the box. Switch that out for something. Box makes you look like any box that you would usually loot from to get items. So it's a very good decoy to, you know, get someone close to you and then you can take it off and hit them with the 1-2 combo, you know? All med, which heals all life damage that you take and heals all injuries. So sometimes you'll get an injury which keeps you from recovering health and turns into like a red segment on your health bar. Not to worry, you can always cure those automatically just by, you know, sitting there and holding the L3 button to be able to put whatever bone or heal whatever wound you have. It takes a minute though, so that's why an all med comes handy because it's a lot quicker way of healing yourself fully. And then life med pretty much does what it seems, just heals your life. Then we have rations, which increases your stamina or recovers stamina. Then you got the ammo crate, which gives you ammo for each weapon type, and it has 2 charges to it, so you and a buddy can each take a charge, or if you're feeling greedy, you can all take all of it. And then the aforementioned thing I didn't say earlier, when I was upgrading the weapons to the higher tiers, this is what you use, a weapon kit. It always upgrades to the next level and doesn't go anything past gold. Then we got the different ammo types. Next, we have a buttload of support items. The POS marker, which pretty much just marks a spawn point for you to spawn back in if you're ever killed and taken off the field of battle. It gives you a quick and easy access way to get somewhere where it's predestined. Then you have the camo decoy, which I'll just show you real quick. That is what it seems. That is a camo decoy, and then changes into your active camo. And if someone tries to shoot it, yeah, probably should have said something about the flash. But, you know, hopefully you're not watching this at night in the dark. But we all know you probably are. Pool decoy, which is pretty much like a little mini Metal Gear figurine, Metal Gear Ray, if anyone's played Metal Gear Solid 2 or 4. It, if someone besides you or your teammate hits it, it will get stunned by it and it will continue to look at it. I'm not sure how long. I think it's like 5 seconds, so that gives you time to swoop in, shoot them, or go in with the old knife trick. TNT. Self-explanatory. Place. Boom. And Claymore. Again, self-explanatory. Aim it away from yourself, and whoever walks through that laser gets blown up. And they're easy to take care of too. I mean, they're not too hard. Just shoot it to get rid of it. We got grenades. Self-explanatory. Throw it, blow. Stun grenade. Stuns people. Smoke. Distraction. Helps you, you know, get somewhere without being seen. Or, I mean, if someone sees a smoke, they're gonna definitely look in that area, but it helps cover your tracks a bit. Poison grenades. I mean, if you don't know what poisoning is, you know. Strike flare. This right here. Throw it down. Carpet bombs the area.
Ordnance strike request acknowledged. Beginning ordnance strike.
Pretty randomized where it hits, I think. Pretty much just hits in a cluster circle around where you threw it. And then supply flare. This is probably one of the best things you can get or find, in my opinion. Throw it down.
Resupply
and it
request
throws down
acknowledged.
3
The
boxes for
supply
you to
box
open up.
camouflage will now be removed.
Alright, now for some handy dandy tips and tricks I've learned by, just kind of playing the game. Let me upgrade this shotgun real quick. Give you a good example. So how are you guys liking the Foxhunt content though? Fun? Enjoyable? Boring? Let me know in the comments. Alright. 4 should be good. Most people will go and open boxes like this. Pretty slow, Can always have someone aim down at you and take you out. What I like to do when it's later in the game and I have weapons that have higher damage, because for example, assault rifle takes a second to open, but shotgun significantly faster, I feel. Next, don't always use first person. You're not going to be able to see a lot. I mean, look how blind you are. Turn very slow. Use third person as much as you can, and switch your shoulder view so you can look around corners better. And one thing I gotta say is always communicate with your partner, because there is no voice chat in this game. It's all done through text. So you'll have a preset of these already, but I've customized mine with ones that I like to use. So like, for example,
I'm in need of a recovery item.
I need recovery items. It's good for when you need to get some recovery items and your friend is able to spare some. He knows and he'll be able to drop some for you. These are mainly used just to, throw out a quick thing like, hey, yeah, I'm here to hear you. I'm coming.
I'm sorry.
Lastly, one other good tip. When you're stealth down like this, you're going to notice that you're going to be able to see your boots. Easily rectified by pushing it to the side like this, into the foliage. Kind of just make yourself part of the foliage. But yeah, guys, leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and comment if you want to know or see more Foxhunt content. Alright guys, have a good one.